Today, y'all, is finally pre-order GTA 6. It's coming November 19th. Pre-orders out today, June 25th. Next, y'all, going to view this game. Yeah, y'all see the controller. Ready for the GTA 6. Alright. So, it's PS5 Pro in hand. This is the standard edition. $80. It says Ventures Vice City Pack and Ultimate GTA Plus. Got Ultimate Edition, costs $9.99. This is gonna be $100. Ultimate Edition upgrade, Vice, Vintage Vice City Pack, and 1 month of GTA Plus. Let's see. Let's look at everything first. That's a trailer. It's the screenshots. Jason Lucia. Dang, is look clean. Got Lucia. They got like okay. Go revolvers. We got a car. So we got something else too. Got another car. Okay. Got Lucia. The fit. Okay. Just got the dress on. Got Jason. There's Star 35. Okay. She doing her thing. I bet. So we gonna be playing this Lucia all day then. Got the guns. Got the money on the side. What type of car is this? Old school cars. We need to see Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Cadillacs, Benz. I see they got the clothes and guns and hands in here. They had to fix up those cars, dog. So. Okay, so this is a shop. The motorcycle shop will look like. Okay, do you got the Uzi on him? That gun. Get the workout. Got the 6-pack. Man, it's different. That gotta be GTA Online. Oh, they on a boat. Jason's here. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna be making so many shorts out of this, y'all. I'll stay tuned. What else we got? See, she got a her. Okay. Jason kind of look like Arthur of Red Dead Redemption. Okay. So y'all going pre-order this Ultimate Edition off screen. And that's about it. I'll show y'all more later. Today, y'all watching Flight Reacts to this GTA 6 pre-order. Got screenshots. I'm talking about. Let's get it.
These screenshots is dude.
Yesterday, Rockstar dropped 63 brand new GTA.
Now the pre-order has already been what's it called, announced and everything like that. Do y'all plan on getting the pre-order?
Yeah, 6.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not pre-ordering the game until the last 5 days, 2 days of the game about to drop.
Shots. Now, yes, these were used to advertise the pre-orders for the game, including the Ultimate Edition, but we've already spoken about that. Today, we're going to be breaking down absolutely everything that's in these screenshots, because these screenshots give us a ton of info that I guarantee you missed the first time you saw them. There's teasers towards new gameplay systems and features, a ton of Easter eggs to the history of the GTA franchise, as well as a bunch of pop culture references. So let's jump into it and let's spend way too much time overanalyzing all of these screenshots.
Way too much time. Okay, low-key, we can actually analyze a lot of this stuff by looking at little things like the hairstyles and shit. Okay, so the jewelry gonna be in here. You can wear receiver gloves like the early 2000s and the 90s. I don't know if he was able to do that in GTA 5. I'm tripping. Just babbling right now. Okay, it looks like we got a new hairstyle unlocked. It looks like the lock barrels. You can wear that shit.
There we go, yesterday. If you enjoyed the video,
we got old school whips in here. Put them things on 24s.
Leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more stuff like this. Let's go. Now, this first screenshot is actually taken from a video on the website, so I apologize, it is in a bit of a lower resolution. And here we get a good look at some of the exclusive outfits that you can get if you pre-order the Ultimate Edition, as well as one of the cars that you can unlock through a treasure hunt. But the screenshots go in more depth on these later on, so we'll cover those in a little bit. The main thing that we can really take from this screenshot is it actually shows us a new location that we haven't seen before in any other screenshots or trailers yet, because this looks to be at the most northern point of Vice Beach. We've only really seen southern Vice Beach so far in the trailers and screenshots. So if we go over to the mapping project, we're actually right up here in this screenshot, looking south, or sort of southwest. Anyway, so if we go over to the mapping project, we're actually
That's the map.
right up here in this screenshot, looking south, or sort of southwest. Anyway, let's get into the screenshots themselves. And first, I want to look at Jason's safe house, because there's a few things in here that you may have missed. Firstly, you would have noticed in trailer 2 that Jason was up fixing some leaks on the roof. He even had a tarp on the roof to stop the rain from getting in. In this screenshot, though, it looks to be fully repaired. So I wonder if over time, different weather events can happen, or different events that are going to happen in the story that might make us have to do renovations or repairs on that.
Oh, that'll be...
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
Extra realistic. Bro, imagine you cop a house by like the beachfront or some shit. And then like they have like a storm or hurricane that comes through, and then now you got a leakage in your roof. Now some of the stuff is missing and everything.
House. We can also see 3 vehicles out
they go that
The one on the
deep,
left
being
is
realistic, I
Jason's
wanna
personal
believe.
vehicle, the Vapid Ganado, which we get a better look at shortly as well as 2 vehicles that you'll get included with the Ultimate Edition here, the Dinka Enduro bike returning from GTA Online, and a new Crest kayak. So yes, kayaks are going to be in GTA 6. A couple of interesting things on the right side of this screenshot though. Firstly, it looks like Jason's got a boat ramp right next to his house. So this sort of makes me believe that we'll be able to buy boats here and store them here as well.
Hey man, so far, if you think GTA 6 is looking decent with the pre-orders out there now, fire emojis in the chat. If not,
Probably no. Historically, in previous GTA games,
maybe you need to show some more. I would like them to show some more gameplay. They kind of get everybody to spend $100.
park any vehicles in your garage or
But
driveway,
hey,
you get to keep
without a
them.
doubt, we definitely now that I also noticed from the last GTA 6 reaction, I didn't know a lot of y'all niggas care for the story mode. With that being said, we will be playing the story mode because you guys know the online mode is not going to be available the first day of the game release. It could drop 2 weeks later or a month later. We will dive deep into the story mode. I didn't know y'all would give a fuck about that, honestly. I just try to motherfucking, if you guys notice with me, I try to motherfucking not necessarily like take shortcuts, but just get through the BS. Like I'm not gonna sit up here and be doing shit that 87 other streamers are gonna be doing. But if y'all want me to play that story mode, bro, we'll do that shit.
And this area here looks like it's big enough specifically for a boat and a boat trailer. So hopefully we can buy and store a boat here to use it, just take it straight into the Leonida Keys. Here we also get another look at Jason's basketball hoop. Of course, basketball looks to be a confirmed side activity. We saw that in the trailer 2 screenshots, but we aren't sure if we're gonna be able.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, fam. Some of y'all don't get threat badges, man. Imagine I drop one of y'all niggas off in this basketball, bro. Y'all better keep the shit motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Keep it cool, bro.
Okay.
We'll use the basketball hoop right here. I mean, this isn't a full-size court, but maybe we can shoot around here for a little bit. That would be kind of neat. Our next screenshot gives us a real close-up of the Dinka Enduro. Of course, this was in GTA Online, so it's returning. Maybe the most interesting thing about this screenshot, though, is the fact that there's a kickstand. There were no kickstands in GTA 5 or GTA Online, so personally, I'm really hoping that this isn't just something Rockstar did for a screenshot. I'm hoping this is something that's going to be in the game. This screenshot shows us a closer look at the Crest kayak that you'll get in the Ultimate Edition, and this looks to be very close to Jason's house. It actually kind of looks like he just took this kayak off the boat, ran out back, and started paddling. If we use the mapping project, you can see Jason is facing out to the west here in the Leonida Keys, so he's probably somewhere around here where my mouse is now, looking out left. Of course, the mapping project is a work in progress, not done at all, definitely not finalized, but it gives us a rough idea of where we are. This screenshot gives us a closer, full-on look at Jason's personal vehicle.
And another question, I wonder if they're gonna combine like all of Florida, or are they gonna just keep it just strictly Miami and the Keys? Like, are they gonna combine it like with Miami going up to West Palm, going up to Lando, to Tampa, to Jacksonville, and Tally? Because I feel like that'll be kind of clutch if they can just put it all in one map. So curious to see how they're gonna do that.
Get exclusive Mortal Kombat 2 wallpapers for your PC with Bing.
Like we mentioned before, and we know that with the Ultimate Edition, we're going to get some exclusive mods. I'm not sure if it's going to be an exclusive paint job, and I apologize, but we aren't sure what the exclusive mods are just yet. But either way, we get a nice close-up look of Jason's personal vehicle for the first time, and just looking at Jason's face here, this could be a photo, man. This looks insanely realistic. It's hard to tell exactly where this is on the map. It's looking like the Leonida Keys, probably Key Largo near Jason's house. And if you zoom in, you can really see all of the details here. The reflections are looking nice. You can see the tire smoke popping up. Yeah, dude, this is looking pretty good. Let's move into the weapons that you're going to get with the Ultimate Edition, because there's some really cool Easter eggs in here. And first, we have to talk about the Hawk and Little Morgan revolvers. I'm not sure if this is meant to be an Arthur Morgan reference here from Rockstar. I would assume so. This looks absolutely awesome. And maybe we're reading too much into this, but I guess that's the point of the video. If you zoom in, this does look like an adjustable scope on the revolver, so we'll see if that's the case. But yeah, looks pretty neat. This screenshot here, though, has a bunch of Easter eggs, so let's go through all of them. First of all, Rockstar tells us that these two weapons are from the Vassetti estate, which of course confirms that the Vassetti estate is going to be in the game, so Tommy Vassetti Easter egg right there. If we look at the grips, of course, both revolvers have palm trees etched into them, and of course, you probably noticed that Jason and Lucia's names are carved into these revolvers as well, which of course is dope. But what you probably missed is the numbers on both of the revolvers here. You can see on Lucia's pistol, she's got 291002, which is an Easter egg or a reference. So this means 29th of October 2002, which is the original release date of GTA Vice City. Then if we look at Jason's, it says 311006, which is of course October 31st, 2006, which is the release date of Vice City Stories. So I think that's an awesome little reference and Easter egg there for die-hard fans. You got the release dates etched into both of the main characters' pistols or revolvers. Dope. Now on the top left up here, we have a switchblade with money, of course, that we've most likely stolen, because it has a die pack in it from Bobcat Security. Of course, Bobcat is a returning company, and in GTA Online, we can even do security delivery missions for them. Up the top right here, we see some Stronghold ammunition for the revolver, and it specifically says revolver ammunition. Again, maybe we're reading too much into this, but this could potentially hint at there being different types of ammo, but we would definitely need to wait for some more official info on that. We got some more weapons to talk about here. Yet again, a his and hers pistol for both Jason and Lucia, and these are going to be exclusive variants of these pistols with the Ultimate Edition. So Jason's pistol up top is the Girardi ES9, and Lucia's is the Close K17. Now, what this tells me, before we even look at what's on these pistols, is there's going to be a bunch more weapons in GTA 6. If you remember back just to GTA 5, we had, like, pistol. It was just called pistol, right? You had combat pistol. You had S&S pistol. Here in GTA 6, we're getting the official names for the weapons, right? Like the Close K17, the Girardi ES9. So it looks like Rockstar is going to be potentially scrapping these basic weapon names and actually giving us names of weapons this time. Now, if we dive into the actual customization of these pistols themselves, Jason's pistol has a Latin phrase on the side here that translates to "of one's own accord," and Lucia's pistol, of course, has her name on it, just like Jason's, with a rose. I guess close, rose. I see what Rockstar's going for there. The weapon customization looks to be absolutely insane. I remember back to last year when we saw this screenshot of Booby Ike. A lot of people were going crazy over the fact that we could get gold-plated guns. Well, yeah, it looks like Rockstar might be going even further with the weapon customization than we initially thought. Alright, let's talk about vehicles, let's talk about mod shops. I'm dying to talk about this. Here we get our first look at Rideout Customs, which is going to be one of the mod shops in GTA 6. It is going to be exclusive to the Ultimate Edition.
Oh, no more Los Santos Customs because it's now in Florida.
This caused a bit of backlash online. Now, in this screenshot, we get a look at one of the Albany lowriders, and we can see the type of customization that we'll be able to do here. Rockstar specifically
Bro,
says,
I wonder if we can do butterfly doors, bro. If they gonna, bro, they gotta go all out, bro. I ain't gonna lie, if they could put some spinners in this motherfucker, woo! Nah, that'll be dope. Biggs 5, get
you
there.
can transform vanilla vehicles into magnificent works of art with detailed interiors, rims, and donk stylings. Now, you can definitely see that this car here is donked, and we first saw this type of customization actually in Trailer 1 with this clip here. In this screenshot, you can see what the interiors are going to look like, insanely detailed, and this Rideout Customs really reminds me of Benny's from GTA 5, or GTA Online more specifically, so it looks like this is just going to be a juiced-up Benny's, where it looks like we'll be able to just completely transform some of the cars. Now, you can't really see it with just this screenshot here, but with one of the upcoming screenshots, I'll show you just how much of an improvement these interiors are over GTA 5. We'll get to that in just a second. But first, we have to look at the interior of Rideout Customs. And this just gets me insanely hyped, dude. It does. Because I can totally imagine this literally being a gameplay shot of us inside of Rideout Customs. I can just imagine the menu being up top right here like it is in LS Customs. And it looks like we're going to be able to see the mechanics making the changes to the car in real time, hopefully with an animation for each customization we make. That would be absolutely dope. Up the top right here, we get a returning vehicle from GTA Online that was added just last year, I believe, the Karen Asteroid GZ. That one's got a Leonida license plate on it, which is interesting because we're going to go over a different license plate here in just a moment, and that's with this car here, and this mod shop in particular, which is called One-Eyed Willie's. Now, forgive me, give me 60 seconds to just go off on a tangent here and come up with a crazy theory. This mod shop, One-Eyed Willie's, Rockstar says that this is in Lake Leonida. Right? And you can see here that it's capitalized Lake Leonida with 2 capital L's, which means this is specifically a location or a town. Now, we know where Lake Leonida is if we look at the mapping project, and we already know of a town that's going to be sitting on Lake Leonida, which is, of course, Ambrosia, which we learned about last year. But the way Rockstar is describing this is that Lake Leonida is going to be a different town. Otherwise, they would have just said that this mod shop is in Ambrosia, but it's not. So could this town where this mod shop is be on top?
You know what? It looks like they might be combining, like I just talked about in the beginning of the video, like parts of, or just all of Florida. So they're trying to say Ambrosia is supposed to be Lewiston. That's out there in the muck, with around Glaze and stuff like that. Remember they had the Florida Everglades and stuff?
Yeah, but the way Rockstar's describing this is that Lake Leonida is going to be a different town. Otherwise, they would have just said...
Nah, that's actually dope. They're combining the entire Florida instead of just making it exclusive Miami.
This mod shop is in Ambrosia, but it's not. So could this town where this mod shop is be on top of Lake Leonida? Up here somewhere? Maybe. And there's a good reason I believe that, which we'll get to in just a second. But first, let's look at the actual mod shop in the car itself. The One-Eyed Willie's is a mod shop in Lake Leonida that specializes in off-road modifications and hand-painted automotive artistry. So basically, off-road customization and cool paint jobs. And you can definitely see this here. This is a returning vehicle from GTA 5 or GTA Online. It's the Canis Camacho. Now, this is where I have to go into the theory again. Alright, I'm going to do it. Yet again, we get another shot of what looks like us upgrading or customizing the vehicle. This honestly could just be an in-game screenshot from gameplay itself. But I gotta talk about the license plate, man. I gotta talk about the license plate. It says Gloriana. It doesn't say Leonida. This is a license plate from a different state. Now, if you don't know, Gloriana is GTA's version of Georgia, US.
Oh! know. But I ain't gonna lie, he might be reaching right there, low key. Because look, there's a dolphin. So that could represent Florida, duck reacts. Now, just aside. I ain't gonna lie, if you able to go to a different state in GTA 6, yo, GG's in every single video game that exists. Because if they're gonna go that in depth, and if they actually let you go to another state and it looks like the other state, they have all the details down pat, bro, I ain't gonna lie, GTA 6 just might be the best game to ever drop. But this could be a reach. Like I said, I think it's a reach. Because if they was to do Georgia, Georgia is the peach state or something like that, right? They would. I was gonna say it looked like a peach at first, but then the dolphins hovering over it. So I feel like that could have just been. They should be representing Florida. Who knows though? That shit might be crazy.
Just north of Florida in real life. Now, if this is, let's say, further north than Ambrosia at the top of Lake Leonardo, it would definitely make sense as we're closer to the Gloriana border that we would see more Gloriana license plates. So we do kind of have to ask the question. Is Gloriana gonna be in GTA 6? As I've said several times before in other videos, Rockstar really doesn't want to show us what's at the top of the map just yet. They've shown us pretty much everywhere on the southern side of the map, but the north, it's a mystery. Again, this doesn't confirm anything, but I mean, heavy speculation on my part here that there could be another state in the game. Again, we will have to wait for Rockstar to confirm it, but it's definitely interesting. In this screenshot, we get a look at the 95 Grotty Cheetah, which again is returning from GTA Online. This livery will also be exclusive to the Ultimate Edition. Now, there's a few really interesting things about this car. First of all, it's in front of the Pegassi residences, which Pegassi is GTA's version of Lamborghini, and if you've ever been to Miami in real life, you would know that a lot of luxury car brands do have hotels and buildings in Miami. Now, we aren't sure exactly which one this building here is a parody of, but to me, it looks a lot like the Porsche Towers. That's just a guess on my behalf, but this will definitely be a parody of one of the luxury car brand towers in Miami, which is pretty neat to see. Now, we do get some more close-up shots of the car. Again, this one does have a Leonardo license plate here with the two oranges.
That's oranges. I was just about to say, are those peaches or oranges?
But what I really want to focus on here is just how much of an upgrade this is from GTA 5. Because I know there's always going to be a lot of haters saying this looks the same as GTA 5. Well, let's actually have a look. This is what the car looked like in GTA 5, and this is what it looks like in GTA 6. That's just the interior that we're looking at there. Obviously a massive upgrade, but if we're looking at the back of the car as well, I mean, it's so noticeable. It's a massive upgrade, dude. Come on, what are we really talking about here? I mean, in the GTA 6 screenshots, you can even see the drops of water from the rain. So for anyone online, don't fall for the rage bait, man. They're just trolling. This is a massive upgrade, okay?
Yeah, no, it is an upgrade. But, bro, if we're being honest at this given point, yes, graphics matter, but everybody's worried about gameplay with games nowadays, bro. But it is a crazy upgrade, though.
In this screenshot, we can see the Shih Tzu Squalo returning from GTA 5 and GTA Online. Again, this boat will come with the Ultimate Edition as well as the exclusive livery on it. And of course, we can see a really nice nighttime shot or evening shot of Vice City, somewhat similar to the short video that we got a few days ago. If you zoom in, of course, you'll see a bunch of the landmarks we already recognize, like the Sahara Arena on the right, the Intercontinental in the background there. Maybe to me, what's most noticeable, though, is the fog that you can see. There were a lot of people criticizing the short video that we got earlier in the week, saying there's absolutely no clouds in the sky. Well, here you go. You get a look with some clouds with a bit of fog. We can see the dynamic weather system, and it all looks pretty dope. Here we get another look at the Squalo somewhere in Vice City, and then we get this screenshot, which is absolutely awesome. We can see Jason and Lucia on the Squalo, probably somewhere out in the Keys, I would assume, if there's dolphins. We can see on the other side of the boat here, they've got a scuba diving kit, so they're going to be doing some diving by the looks of it. We can see the Seagull up the top, just chilling. Actually, I think he's taking a dump, and it looks like he's already taken a few up on the roof here. We can see two dolphins, which actually seem to be friendly.
Graphics upgrading the motherfucking bird taking a dump. The fuck?
This video is sponsored by Warner Brothers. What if all of the world's power were shut down? No lights, no air conditioning,
Kind of interesting here. Looks like dolphins are going to react to you, possibly. We don't know. Maybe we're overreacting, but this is pretty cool.
This is a perfect time to put the flight sound effect laugh right here. You
It would
missed,
be
bro.
cool if you could have some nice interactions with the wildlife.
TGG.
And maybe what's most interesting to me in this screenshot, as well as a bunch of other screenshots that we're going to go over in a second, is the fact that Lucia is sitting down here. This may not seem like a big deal, but in a lot of these screenshots, we've seen our main protagonist doing a bunch of different poses, whether it's leaning up against something, sitting down on something. Now, of course, Rockstar could just be doing this for the screenshots, but with how big of an impact GTA RP has had on the entire franchise over the past decade, it does make me wonder if Rockstar is going to add a lot more of these idling animations into the game. I think probably, right? Like, I think we'll be able to lean up against more stuff, sit down on a lot more benches or seats around the map, that sort of thing. Anyway, let's move on. I'm nerding out over some really tiny stuff right now. Here we get our last look of the Squalo boat, and Jason and Lucia are in a shootout with what looks like two new vehicles, or at least variants of existing vehicles. I believe this boat on the left, the police boat, is a new boat, and we also get a really good look at the Vice City police Police Department logo. It looks to be a palm tree blowing in the wind. On the right here, we get a look at the buzzard, specifically a Vice City Police buzzard with that decal on it. So hopefully when we're able to buy our own buzzard, we can put this Vice City Police decal on. It looks pretty dope. You couldn't put many, if any, decals on your buzzard in GTA 5 from memory. Also, something I haven't seen people talking about is we've got RGB boats. If you look under the water here, you can see blue lights. So boat customization looks like it's going to be taking a massive step up. In fact, Rockstar even said on the website when talking about the Swallow boat that it's also going to have a weapons crate on it, which is interesting, right? Because we assume GTA 6 is going to have limited loadouts. I don't think you're just going to be able to pull an RPG out of your butt in this one. You're probably going to have to store those items in weapons crates or vehicles. So pretty cool.
Oh, they gonna make it that realistic? I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how y'all feel about that one right there, man. Bro, at the end of the day, it's a video game. I get where they're coming from. So that means they're basically saying that, like, let's say you have a loadout, you're not gonna be able to just keep motherfucking 7 straps and RPG, a motherfucking a 4035 Futurama looking gun. I forgot what that shit was called. It shoots like a vortex or some shit. I ain't gonna lie, like, bro, that's kind of going into the line of doing too much realisticness. Like, I like the boat idea, don't get it twisted. I like, let's say if you're going on a heist and you get like a crate and you can store the weapons in there like it's Call of Duty, like you playing. You remember we played motherfucking Warzone and shit a few times, and there's certain parts where you gotta go into a crate and you can get like weapons, you can buy weapons and shit like that. But I know, like, y'all doing too much realisticness with not being able to have just a regular loadout we have been doing in the last season. Now, if you want to change your settings of that and make it, let's say, oh, super realistic, whatever, give maybe people the option for that. But, bro, that's gonna, well, but then again, I just had a thought. That could eliminate the online trolling in terms of, like, let's say you load into an online mode, right? And you instantly get RPG, because let's be honest, bro. A majority of the people, when I said the first time when I'm going online for GTA, they already have, you know what I'm saying, I already have a bounty on my head. I don't know why, like, it just happens. Now that limits people, you know what I'm saying, to having only realisticness and shit like that in the online mode. But then again, will that take the fun out of everything, though? And will you have an option to play it realistic, to do that type of shit? Who knows? And then it's the same thing, like, let's say if you have a parachute or some shit like that, right? How are we going to do heists?
To see that you can store weapons in boats. Alright, let's talk about Wyman and his car collection. Wyman on your screen now is a character that we learned about in the leaks in 2022, when those massive leaks came out, if you remember. And in those leaks, we saw him in Port Gellhorn. So I'm assuming this is going to be in Port Gellhorn, where we're seeing him now. When talking about Wyman, Rockstar says, track down a variety of abandoned, classic, and work-in-progress project cars and revitalize them to their former glory in this special commission of eccentric collector and local fixer Wyman. So it looks like these are going to be treasure hunts across the map. You have to collect different parts of different cars, bring them back to Wyman, and he's going to fix them up. Sort of reminds me of like Forza Horizon barn finds, for example, but it seems like it's going to be a little bit more in-depth. Like, I think we're going to have to find multiple parts for each car, and it seems like this is going to be locked behind the Ultimate Edition. Now, we do get a look at 5 of the vehicles. I'm not sure if there's only going to be 5 or if there'll be more, but we know there's at least 5 vehicles that we can do with Wyman, starting off with the Sirius, which we actually saw with the Hammer Lady in Trailer 1. This was the car behind her. We can see the Vapid Riata returning from GTA Online. That'll be another car we can collect. This car here, I believe, is the Mamba GT, which is actually based on the Shelby Daytona Coupe in real life. We can see the Shyster Deviant returning from GTA 5 as well with a USA flag livery. And then this car, which we saw Jason and Lucia standing up against, of course, at the start. I believe this is a new vehicle, and I don't think we have the name for it yet. If we do, I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure this one's new. Now, with the Ultimate Edition, you're also going to get this vehicle, the 67 Vapid Dominator Buggy, included, as well as an exclusive garage, which we'll see in the next screenshot. Now, what's interesting is Rockstar describes this as a Mud Club monster offering impressive off-road handling for the backwards of Mount Calaga and beyond. Conveniently store it at the
I wonder if
Paradise
he's gonna
Garage
talk about how is it gonna be like if you try to like steal the car and shit, like how much more realistic are you gonna make it and shit, like the
Austin Bay, which
the
features
wanted
a weapon
levels
locker
and
plus a
stuff.
secure place to deposit
We need to know
stolen
that.
goods to be fenced.
That's
So there's a
the
bit to go
juicy
over here.
info.
Fences are going to be returning from Red Dead 2, so for some stolen goods, you're not just going to be able to sell them directly. It looks like you're going to have to go through a fence to help sell those. This also kind of confirms that most properties we have, by the sounds of it, will have weapon lockers in them, most likely to customize our loadout and store specific weapons that we don't want to bring with us. I I also want to focus on the Mud Club section here. This is capitalized, so this is a location. So what I think this means is that we're going to be able to participate and play in the Mud Club that we saw in Trailer 1. Now, as for this screenshot itself, obviously it looks awesome. I mean, the dirt looks insanely realistic. The mud, you can see the water and the mud on the car as well. To my eye, this looks like it's going to be in the Grass Rivers or the Everglades section of the map. And if we look at the livery in particular, on the side we can see Wyman's World. So this is a Wyman livery. If I was going to guess, I would assume that Wyman isn't going to be an exclusive character locked behind the Ultimate Edition. I think his car collection will be an Ultimate Edition perk, but I don't think Wyman himself or Wyman's World is going to be locked behind the Ultimate Edition. But of course, that's just a guess. Rockstar gives us a close-up of the front of the car as well as the interior, which you get massive step up over GTA 5. You can see the mud on the windscreen here. I wonder if we're going to have to use windscreen wipers to actually get this off if we play in first person. Now, this screenshot here is in Watson Bay, which we saw in the screenshots of Trailer 2 back in May of 2025. And this is the garage that Rockstar mentioned, I believe. So this is the Paradise Garage. I'm not sure how many vehicles we'll be able to store in here, but we know we will be able to store vehicles in here, and it's going to have a weapon locker. So there you go. Let's move into the character customization screenshots, as well as the clothes stores. And we'll start with this one here, Stock 305. This is going to be an Ultimate Edition exclusive store in the Stockyard section of the map, which if you're from Miami, I'm sure you recognize Stockyard. This is Wynwood, and we can see just how insane the character customization is going to be in all of these screenshots. Jason and Lucia look completely different in every screenshot we get from here on out. It also looks like the van they're standing in front of is Stockyard Art Tours. Now, if you've been to Wynwood, again, you would know that these art tours are pretty popular. Wynwood is covered with graffiti in real life all over the walls, and you'll catch these vans as well as golf carts driving tourists around, showing them the spots. So pretty cool to see Rockstar mimicking that here in GTA 6. In this screenshot of Jason here, we get another look at a new hairstyle, doing his best Arthur Morgan impression. He definitely does look a lot like Arthur here. And then we get a good look at the store itself. And for anyone who's really into the lore of the GTA universe, we get a look at the State of Leonidas seal here on the actual wall itself, right behind the Stock 305 symbol. We can't make out all of it, but it definitely looks like we've got an alligator there jumping out of the water at someone. Then we get a look at Lucia wearing some exclusive Stock 305 clothing. And in the background, there's a poster on the wall that says, "Say sorry, be Vice." Now, "Say sorry, be Vice" is actually Rockstar's slogan. They do sell a bunch of merch with that slogan on it, so neat little Easter egg here. This shot here shows us the Electric Fang tattoo shop that will be exclusive to the Ultimate Edition. Now, these tattoos in the shop, I believe, are designed by a real artist called Fail or File. And again, man, the customization is just insane. Every single screenshot, it looks like we're looking at different characters, but it's just the insane amount of customization for both Jason and Lucia. All right, let's talk about this screenshot. I love this one, and there's some really cool Easter eggs in here as well. All of the clothing that you're looking at here is going to be exclusive to the Ultimate Edition, and of course, it's inspired by 2002's Vice City. But what I want to focus on is this guy right here. His name is Macca the Gator, and Rockstar tells us that he's a TV show character in the game, which is rather interesting. You can also see some graffiti of Macca on the wall behind our characters here. But what's interesting is that both on Jason's shirt as well as on the wall, Macca is hitting the iconic cover girl pose from 2002's Vice City. So you tell me down below who did it better, Macca or the bikini girl? This one screenshot here is the only screenshot we got of this specific gang. Now, Rockstar describes this as the PTT Young'uns Illegal Goods Store, and it's a gang compound that we're looking at here. Rockstar says, raid the compound of one of Southside Vice City's loudest and most socially active gangs and escape safely to score some special items and distinct contraband. Now, Southside is capitalized here, so we look at the mapping project yet again. This is where we're thinking Southside is going to be on the map, so this compound should be somewhere around here. Of course, this isn't fully mapped out yet, but this is a brand new gameplay feature that's sort of been confirmed here as well. Gang compounds. We're going to break into the compound, steal some goods and special items, and get out. This one, of course, is going to be exclusive to the Ultimate Edition, but I would assume there's going to be a lot more around the map, so that's pretty neat. And our final Ultimate Edition screenshot before we move into the Standard Edition screenshots is at Sarah's Unisex Salon, yet another exclusive shop behind the Ultimate Edition. And this screenshot almost looks like real life, man. I'm going to be honest. This is crazy. So we can see Jason can get a mullet here. I don't know if the mullet's going to be exclusive to this shop. We don't know what exactly is going to be exclusive to the shop and not. And then we see Lucia getting her nails done as well. I know a lot of people are expecting GTA 6 to be a life simulator in a lot of ways, and I'm not going to lie, man, it's kind of living up to that hype. I mean, if we can literally get our nails done and see people doing Lucia's nails, that's pretty next level stuff. I'm going to be honest. So all of that's pretty sick. Let's move on to the Standard Edition screenshots that we got, because we're not done yet. And this is the first screenshot we get.
Are y'all going to pre-order the game heavy? Are y'all pre-ordering the game right now, one in the chat, or two, you just going to wait until,
immediately, two Easter eggs here with these outfits. If you spotted them already, let me know down below. Lucia's outfit is pretty much a direct copy, just in a different color, of Gina Montana's dress and hairstyle from Scarface.
You already did?
And Jason's outfit is going to be a Tony Montana reference as well, but I'm getting some Miami Vice vibes here as well. Maybe this is a bit of a mix of both. And of course, these two are standing in front of the iconic Ocean View Hotel, returning and upgraded from Vice City. Now, just for pre-ordering the game, even the Standard Edition, so all of this stuff, just pre-order the game, you'll get this stuff for free. In this pack, you'll get the 55 Vapid Stania, which, of course, another direct reference to Vice City.
Bro, here's my thing with them making like a digital only, like, I understand they're giving us like whatever extra shit for the deluxe edition as you're supposed to, but bro, you gotta think like this game doesn't drop every motherfucking year. Like, obviously Rockstar, they're well off money. This is a fucking multi-billion trillion dollar company, but y'all miss on an extra little bag. You feel me? Like, if y'all would have did like a digital edition and you could have did like some special shit where a nigga buy that shit for like $200 or $250 and you get like a poster of the game, you get like a whole bunch of merchandise, you get like shit you can put in your car or your home. Like, y'all missed out on that stuff too. Like, I'm surprised y'all didn't do that.
This might be the most iconic.
Like, they could have made like a super deluxe or something, and you get a whole bunch of cool ass stuff like in a box representing GTA 6. Nigga, I would buy that shit. I would want to put like a poster and like, bro, this is literally an iconic game. This game, bro, in my opinion, I think GTA 6 will probably be the top 5 best game that ever exists. With all the stuff that we're hearing so far in these details,
in all of GTA, and you're gonna get it if you pre-order the game.
It's actually gonna be scary because if it lives up to what these details is talking about, bro, and what to expect, the generation growing up on GTA 6, bro, they're literally gonna live their lives through Grand Theft Auto. Like, think about that. If it's gonna be that realistic, hearing that people are even gonna be able to like get nails done and stuff, or just not have the same inventory and shit like that alone, bro, is like, that shit's scary, bro, low key.
Rockstar also lets us know that for pre-ordering the game, you're gonna get.
I wonder how the barbershop is gonna be. Are you gonna be able to wash your hair in the barbershop? The barber's gonna wear gloves when you get a haircut? Like,
personal garage that's on Ocean Beach along with the car. And then we get some really nice shots of Jason and Lucia in the Stania on Ocean Drive, of course. Pretty much just
and then it's going to
farming.
be in different states. We also got to remember they're going to be DLCs of the game and shit.
These screenshots are pretty sick. There's not too much to analyze in terms of these few screenshots themselves, of course, other than the fact that the reflections look awesome, the graphics look great, the lighting looks great. All of these are pretty dope. This is an interesting screenshot, though. So for pre-ordering the game, you're going to get the tropical pattern inspired by Tommy Vercetti's iconic palm tree button-up. And yeah, you can see that here. These guns definitely inspired by Tommy Vercetti's shirt, and I don't think it's random that these are in the back of a car. Of course, we know pretty much confirmed at this point, not 100%, but pretty much confirmed that your vehicle will be used as weapon storage. So no surprise to see all of the weapons in the vehicle here. And then we finish off with some close-ups of Jason and Lucia wearing the outfits, as well as all of the cosmetics that come with it. And there you go. We spent almost half an hour analyzing the absolute crap out of these screenshots. That's everything you missed. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more stuff like this. Stay safe, guys. I'll see you.
Hey, man, GTA 6 is looking promising, man. Do y'all think GTA 6, quick question before we end the vid, 1 in the chat, will it live up to expectations? 2, will it be mid? Or 3, will it be a complete flop? I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to sound like the hype beast, bro. I'm picking 1. I think literally, like, this game is gonna overly exceed expectations. It has to, bro. They've had damn near fucking 25 years to make this game. And especially now with the AI and all that shit out, bro, there's just no way, bro. I'm overly expecting this game to be a top 5, like, day 1.
There is 146 days left. Already pre-ordered it. Ultimate Edition. It's gonna cost like $105, y'all. So if y'all wanna go and get it, get it. I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, so there's still many days left. So I guess I'm going to be playing on the 12th of November. Just already pre-ordered it. But I'll see y'all later. Subscribe for more playthrough videos, y'all. And let's get it. My goal is 1K subscriber. subscribers. Let's get it, y'all. See you on the next one.